You know what it takes to be number one. At State Farm, so do we.
Growing up, I think from the very start, soccer was my only passion, my only sport that I was playing, the only thing I was interested in. I started when I was 4 years old, so my parents and my entire family supported me in my soccer, and I think they went to every single game from the very mini kickers, which is called in Germany, to U19s. So there was nothing else really that I wanted to do besides playing soccer.
Very goal-oriented, very focused, very good student. I mean, everything you would ask for in a student athlete, on top of being a talented soccer player and a goal scorer. Tom Sherman, who's a friend of mine, I think he said half jokingly at some point, do you guys have anybody who is done with their eligibility who can kick a football? And in my mind, Yannick immediately popped out because his eligibility was done. He had just torn his ACL several months earlier, was on the road to recovery. I don't know that he would be ready to play soccer as opposed to kicking a football.
Kind of to the point where I started running again and kicking soccer balls. Coach Kellenrich came up to me and kind of like introduced the idea to me of if I can kick some footballs. So I just went to the equipment room, grabbed some footballs and a tee. I think someone had to show me how to use the tee and how to get the tee all set up. So
I remember the first time he came out for practice, and I was asking guys in his section of the locker room how to put the pads on and what he needed to do.
I was pretending like I know what I was doing, obviously, but then I just looked around and saw other people were putting on their uniform. But I think at some point I gave up and asked one of the guys next to me if they can help me put on that uniform and the straps and put the jersey over my shoulder pads, which was just a complete disaster for me the first time.
The former soccer player knocks it through.
We knew that he had a lot of talent, a lot of raw talent, kick the ball a long ways, and we just wanted to make sure that we, kind of honed his gift, and were able to make it work. And he's a natural. He walked out and kicked the ball. I remember the first couple of practices, great.
It was good to get that first kick, whatever it was, under your belt, and just to get the kind of, the first butterflies out of your system.
We run out there on the field, and I do the counting of making sure where the yardage is, and he just stands there and waits for me to, and I kind of give him it's right around here. Just pick anywhere around here, and he puts his foot down, and we'll mark his spot, and then he'll take his steps.
Since he has been around a long time, you just helped me out a lot with the rules and, just what he knew from his entire experience.
He jokes around, obviously, on his kickoffs. He says this, he's always going to run down and make the tackle, but there was one time where we were doing field goal, and we do live field goal periods, and we were practicing certain fakes. And I remember one of the first times we ran a fake, he got drilled by one of the defenders. And I remember right after the period, Coach Groh gave him a kind of, hey, welcome to football.
I don't know a ton about kicking in football, but I think he's going to be consistently kicking the ball in the end zone, because I know he can kick the ball that far. I think he's going to get more confident and comfortable with his accuracy, with experience and with his knee getting better.
With finding out that I have another year of football eligibility, I'd love to come back and kick another year, because I've really developed, I would say, a passion for the sport.